Rio.
And I'm Eric Richards. This is Malibu News 12. Carpinteria High School's football player Jonathan Esqueda has been seriously injured in a car accident that happened Saturday night. Esqueda was alone in his car, as investigators tell us that 3 people in another vehicle hit Esqueda's car and left the scene. 2 of the 3 people have been caught. There's no word on if one of them was the driver. The collision occurred in Carpinteria on Linden Avenue at El Carro Lane. At the scene, there was evidence of the wreckage, including a damaged utility box. The Carpinteria High School marquee has a positive message for Esqueda, who has head, chest, and pelvic injuries. His coaches have even been to the hospital to support the injured student athlete.
You know, one of the first things he wanted to know if he was going to be able to go to football practice on Monday, which just kind of breaks your heart. But
it's also a good sign.
It was a good sign, and he didn't have any really recollection of the crash, but itself. But he was able to speak, and you know, it was all a very good sign.
And a 6-person team of deputies has been assigned to the investigation of this crash. There's more to report tonight about the bedbug infestation at a homeless shelter in San Luis Obispo. Jeff Stone lived there for a time and was among those who were bitten. Now he's suing the operators of the shelter, demanding $500,000 in damages. The suit claims that the people who run the shelter knew there were problems but ignored them. We covered it right here on Malibu News 12 when the facility was shut down last month for a few days to treat the infestation problem. Stone says that he was bitten before that and developed an infection that sent him to the emergency room. Since then, the building has been disinfected, and the homeless have been told that they can no longer bring their own bedding to the shelter. Now, Sharon, you like your coffee, right?
I do.
Well, you know what? This story is for you, because if you have a daily coffee habit, it seems like you're drinking more to your health. A new study finds that cups of coffee may help boost longevity. At Harvard School of Public Health, they've found people who drink 3 to 5 cups of coffee per day had a 15% lower risk of premature mortality. Compared to people such as myself who don't drink coffee, previous research already pointed decreased risk of stroke, and the new findings published in the medical journal Circulation show coffee drinking also cuts the risk of death from type 2 diabetes, some cancers, and even heart disease. It looked like it smelled really bad, too. And also in Santa Barbara, zombies rose from the dead today to perform Michael Jackson's Thriller. Hundreds of dancers practiced for weeks to get the lively number just right. This performance in Santa Barbara was hosted by a charitable group called World Dance for Humanity. Donations raised by the Thriller dancers help boys and girls clubs locally, with money also going towards building badly needed schools in Rwanda.
If you went out to buy all the gifts spelled out in the final verse of the song, they'd cost just over $34,000.
I can't afford any of that. And now we want to finish this evening with the daring fitness enthusiasts who crowded UC Santa Barbara this morning for the colorful run. Thousands of people took part in what's called Run or Die. That's DYE. The 5K event wound its way around the UCSB campus. Runners passed through several dye stations where volunteers threw powdered colors at them. Those dyes had been made from biodegradable cornstarch, by the way. Malibu News 12 had its own team that you just saw there of runners in this. The race organizers say that it's the largest running event ever in Santa Barbara County, and no doubt the most colorful. Just ask our team.
That looks like so much fun. I've always wanted to do that.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it next year.
Maybe we will. Well, that's all for us for now. More news at 11. I'm Sharon Carrillo.
And I'm Eric Richards. Y'all have yourself a wonderful night. And this carjacking suspect in the South LA area, let's kick it up to Jim Holcomb in Sky 12. He's over the pursuit right now. Are we at, Jim?
Right now we're southbound on Vermont. Southbound on Vermont, we're coming up to Florence right now.
Okay, and what are the police chasing this person for?
Well, Eric, this guy carjacked a car. It was a domestic violence call originally. It came out in Southwest Division, and when officers got there, he ran from the house, pulled a person out of a car at gunpoint, and the chase is on.
Okay, so this has been going on now for close to an hour, I'm told?
It's actually about 20 minutes that
20
we've had, about
minutes.
20 minutes on this this pursuit.
Okay, and we can see the vehicle there has the bumper ripped off. Do you know how that happened? Were you able to see that?
About 2 minutes before we came on the air, he sideswiped a car in an intersection and then continued on. We don't know if there's any injuries from that accident. We presume not. Now look at what's
Okay.
going on here.
And so, Jim, my question is, how far are the police away from this vehicle? Because we don't see them in the shot there.
Well, we could widen out our shot, but we want to stay tight on the car. They're not too far away, about maybe a half a block right now, but they're trying to give him some space to see if he might pull over. They've tried that technique a couple of times. Now westbound on Florence.
Westbound on
on
Florence
Florence.
there. For those of you just joining us, this pursuit involving a domestic violence suspect who carjacked this vehicle that he's in. So basically the police have done a spike strip and he ran over that and he's running on rims right now.
Now.
It looks like he just turned northbound on Crenshaw.
North on Crenshaw. So how long do you think this pursuit will last with the condition of the vehicle, Jim? with
Well,
your
it's anyone's
experience?
guess. We've seen cars go all the way to Santa Barbara really on rims, but I don't know. This is really difficult for him to control that car.
So Jim, with your experience as our police specialist, is there an opportunity in this pursuit where the police can do a pit maneuver, a pursuit intervention technique in order to get this guy to stop?
Well, there is, and they've tried one a couple of times during this pursuit. As you can see, oh, here we got a police car pulling up right now. Now, it looks like he's getting in position for another intervention technique right now. This is what we saw last time.
What choices, what options do the police have at this point?
Very limited. You know, Eric, he's said to have a gun, so they're certainly going to want to keep their distance. When the pursuit is over with, they're going to want to make sure they shut the streets down and they have no crossfire situation, but they have adequate resources to take him into custody. But it's anyone's guess. Is he going to come out firing or is he going to just give up? No one knows.
And Jim, what I want to do right now is just recap for everybody just joining us. A pursuit of a domestic violence suspect who carjacked this vehicle that you see there on your screen led a dangerous pursuit on rims, at times being very erratic, but police were able to do another pit maneuver after trying one unsuccessfully, and were able to take this guy into custody. Where are we at right now, though?
Again, I think it's Washington Boulevard, just a little bit east of Crenshaw.
Okay. Sounds very good, sir. So we're going to drop this story right here. Pick it up tonight at 6 o'clock along with all your latest local news. So for now, I'm Eric Richards.